Aloha, welcome to Butt or Fly. So, I wanted to make a short video on the book path. For those of you that like to read or if you like to listen to books, I have a list on my app, Butt or Fly, in Mind Nutrition. And if you open up Mind Nutrition, you're going to find an icon that says Refer Email. So, Refer Email is a list of all of my books as well as YouTube specials and series and things that I kind of use over the past, I don't know, 4 years or so to get myself to start experiencing life rather than believing it. And I think that reading books definitely or listening to books is one good way for us to get new information. So I'm going to go over the list of books that's in there, but I'm going to highlight really my path and what I think one led to another in my comprehension of these things. So I'm going to highlight the first one is Sadhguru's book, Inner Engineering. That book, first chapter is beautiful. It's more about Sadhguru and where he comes from and the understandings in the East. A little bit about who you are, but the second chapter of his book is specifically who you are. And you're going to realize it's broken down into mind, body, and spirit. And you'll see if you check it out on your own. So, from that book, I started investigating other books under recommendation of, through his book was to investigate death. Death is a big thing that we all fear. So Sadhguru also has a book on death that made it pretty simple. You can read that, and that will help expose your mind to concepts that really create a lot of fear for us. Then I would recommend that you check out Ayurveda and the Mind by Dr. Frawley. Ayurveda and the Mind by Dr. Frawley will introduce you to Eastern concepts and as well as the psychological aspects of the gunas and the elements with the doshas, which are very Eastern. And it takes a little bit to understand, but once you understand it, you'll start understanding some math. So after you're done with that, I highly recommend that you find the Intro to Vedanta. It used to be on Audible Books, which was really a class. I don't know, like 15 classes, about an hour long. But Swami T, who created this, also created YouTube videos, which breaks it down into 7 30-minute YouTube videos. And this is on my level 3 that I highlighted. But you have to prepare yourself because if not, it's really hard to do this through belief. This is about understanding the math first, and knowing rather than believing our way through things is trying to discern and work on certain skills. So, Intro to Vedanta. Now, this book or class per se, YouTube videos, is something to spend some time on. Then you're going to start realizing that you want more information and you may want to check out different things, which I highly suggest. But when you want to reinforce the understanding, to see more poetry, to understand these things, I'm going to recommend 2 books for you to veg on, for you to listen to many, many times. One is Osho's Book of Wisdom. That is a long series of classes that he's got on Audible Books. And I'm not sure if this is really a book or not, but you can find this on Audible Book. And that one right there is gonna help you. You can listen to that every day. Just listen to a little bit. He's gonna reinforce the understandings of the things that you're learning. And another thing is the Bhagavad Gita. Now, the Bhagavad Gita, how I would like to put this out there is the Bhagavad Gita is one story in an epic series. I believe the epic series would be considered the Mahabharata. But the Bhagavad Gita is one point in this epic long series of action. And it's at a point for a man to make a decision. This man is Arjuna, and he is the greatest archer. So whatever he shoots, it kills. And he's forced into a war, a battle against his own family, his uncles and his cousins. And as he's aiming at his family and his friends that he's brought up with, he asks himself, how is this possible? If I kill them, I will surely be cursed the rest of my life. I would rather them kill me than me kill them. How can this be? We surely have lost our minds. That right there was profound for me. When you listen to it with your own ears, when you hear these things, you're going to realize that this is poetry. And this poetry is built up on the Vedas. And the Vedas is really that intro to Vedanta, and the Vedas is what came before yoga and the Hindu culture. This is long, long time ago. But somebody along the way created the Mahabharata, and then this creation of the Bhagavad Gita is beautiful. And when you listen to it, you have to understand the cultural aspect. And I don't think I'm doing it justice. And I would suggest that you listen a little bit more to other people about what is the Bhagavad Gita. And it's spiritual knowledge that directs us inward. And you're going to find that Gandhi challenged anybody to listen and practice things in the Bhagavad Gita and see if you create any violence or conflict with others. And you'll find that there's a harmony, a Vedantic way. And Vedantic has many ways to describe it. But for me, I'm from Hawaii. I think every Hawaiian would agree with me. There is an essence of life that nobody really explained, but it was shown. So information can be passed on, and you can show the essence of life, while our minds is only projecting what we believe the meaning is of things. Your heart knows the essence of life. You read these books, it's going to help you understand this knowing inside. And it's hard to explain, but some of us have a knowing that nobody taught us. We just kind of know. And in that is a lot more light, a lot more strength, a lot more awareness. So keep going inward, look for your answers inward, and try to work on consciousness, which is grounding yourself in the now. Check out those books and referee Mel. Good luck on your journey.